What's up, lads, and welcome to a video. Today we're talking about Big Black Men or the recent Mr. Beast drama. Alright, back to the real video. So, today we're talking about Lunchy. You know, because following trends is good on YouTube. So, basically, it's KSI, Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast, the greatest trio on YouTube, guys. Really, you couldn't have picked like better people to do it with. But they went from Prime and Feastables and put them together and created shit. And that isn't the issue that everyone has with the product. The issue is that everyone has with it is that it's clearly marketed to kids and they're marketing it as a healthy alternative. Lunchables that they're competitors and the healthier version of, well, Lunchables is shit. It's bad for people. Pretty fucking obviously. But what the dumbass trio have done is they said they're a healthy alternative while also marketing towards children. Yeah, not many people are fine with that. As you've probably seen if every other YouTuber ever has made a clip of it. Dan TDM made a response, very valid response. Jacksepticeye added on to that. And basically most YouTubers have said, this is dog shit, why are you doing this? But for some reason, KSI responded in the worst way possible by just deflecting, as you can see in his most recent video, by saying, you've sold stuff too, you must be bad. Or, you've promoted sweets 9 years ago for Dan TDM, mind you. That must be bad. How does that make sense? As that's largely different from one's a sponsorship. He's the main owner of the company and advertising to kids, and he's making all the decisions. And the other one is a figure, which doesn't detriment the health of children. And KSI's also done that same figure. And when he says in his most recent video he's pointing at a mirror, that doesn't make any sense. Because what he's doing is doing a sponsorship one-off and is not promoting it towards children and isn't a one-off snack. Lunchly's being promoted as a meal, which is shit. And with the obesity problem in the world getting worse, promoting such a shit food is just morally wrong. Especially towards children, which is just shit. And then they're trying to use the excuse of it doesn't have lead in it. Prime also has been found lead in that. And they're using a metal detector to prove, lead won't be found in this. Yeah, that's going to pick up like 0.10001 or something. I don't know. Umperville basically made a point where it's double the average and that stuff going to pick it up. Probably isn't. But where does everyone stand on the fence? Is promoting a shameless, officially cash grab towards children a great thing? Or is it shit? Well, obviously it's a shit thing. Well, I don't see the common sense in, oh yeah, we already have $1 billion company of drinks, which is currently going through, I think 3 lawsuits, I could be wrong, but a lawsuit at minimum, actually I know, and has had lead in it, and is slowly starting to fail because the high of it is kind of over now, and people just don't give a shit. I've tried Prime, it isn't that good. It really isn't that good. I like some flavors, but overall, I'd rather drink a Monster. Like, here, I'd rather drink this than fucking Prime. Like, who, yeah, and Feastables is doing well, but that's just because he's Mr. Beast, the biggest creator on the platform. And this is all without mentioning the current other scandals which everyone's in, which I'll go in depth, I guess. So, we'll start with Mr. Beast because he's the biggest, and fuck the other guys is. Mr. Beast was friends with Ava Chris Tyson. He's a pedophile. I'm not going to respect his pronouns because he can go fuck himself. If that's about respect, I don't respect him at all. But, yeah, Chris Tyson, talk to children. Big no-no. And there's rumours, or evidence, I haven't seen it, that Mr. Beast was aware of this. Aware of talking to children. Uh-oh. And without, even if Mr. Beast had no involvement and him and Ava Chris Tyson or whatever cut ties completely because he's a horrible person and should go to jail, Mr. Beast has also apparently been putting people through horrible conditions. There's been harassment. His new TV show's probably had harassment. And he's been making very dodgy moves, and he hasn't addressed any situation, which makes it look a bit worse. To adults anyway, and to other YouTubers. But he's also just looking like an overall bad person, and to the guy who used to, be friends with PewDiePie, the old biggest, YouTuber, that's not a great look, especially when he was so genuine and, homegrown, and you can tell he's putting effort into his videos himself, no one else basically doing all the work for him. Mr. Beast has kind of taken over and just shat on that legacy and has made it basically a giant company. He's a company with the face of it and just wants to sell things to children over and over and over and over again. Yay. Has he done good for the world? 100%. No, not denying that once at all. Like, he's done great things for the world. The World's for Africa, great shit. I agree, he's done good. But at the same time, he's also become more and more corporate and just selling things for the sake of selling things, which isn't healthy. Like, Mr. Beast is peaceful, it's definitely the healthiest out of the bunch. But honestly, I'd say Mr. Beast is more morally good. Like, I don't hate Mr. Beast. The other two are just twats. So one, let's get into Logan Paul. He's a confirmed scammer. He scams his audience. But the audience that trusts him the most, he's basically tried to scam them over and over twice now, I think. He was exposed for that, 100% confirmed. If we want to dig up pasts, well, he doesn't have a great past, does he? So we'll leave that under the shed because you shouldn't have to go that low to expose someone by bringing up 9 years in the past. But if we're going into that sort of area, Logan Paul is confirmed scammer. He's not a great person. He's the better of the Paul brothers. Didn't know how that was possible, and he's also part of Prime, which just isn't really a great business. Well, it wasn't really great, wasn't smart. But he has constantly made attempts to harass people. He has made scammed audience and just an overall terrible person. He can go fuck himself. But with KSI, who's slowly turned into the worst of the trio somehow, he has destroyed any bit of integrity he had. So the I in his name's gone. The strength to turn down $1 billion corporation trying to make a shitty advert for kids. Yeah, he lost that too because apparently he's trying to make NFTs, trying to push that NFTs in his Sidemen group, which I hope aren't as bad as him. KSI has not got the knowledge to fucking shut the fuck up and don't make shit for your audience that trusts you. So, and he's clearly trying to. He's been in every response he's trying to make. He's trying to deflect criticism. He's trying to deflect any bit of criticism whatsoever, whether it's Dan TDM, his audience, and is trying to say, oh, the criticism is not valid because these are Dan TDM fans, and my fans would never say such things. And now, because he's so upset about the criticism, he's purging his Reddit page, which you go check now, of any criticism, and it'll be deleted immediately. Because he doesn't like the fact that he's being called out for being a scumbag. Logan Paul has at least stayed silent ever since his tweet, I believe, and Mr. Beast just tried to shove it under the rug and say he's better. KSI is just acting like a man-child and somehow painting them even worse than they are, so I'm just giving the information. I think they're all pretty evil douchebags. Honestly, like, even without that, like, KSI really threw himself under the bus, and then he tries to say, people hate Mr. Beast and hate Logan Paul, and you wonder why. Like, you say all this shit, but you don't actually address why. You just say things, but don't go any deeper into it. You'll just say it and be like, alright, moving on. Like, you do realise, like, he does realise that there's a big reason for that, and it's valid. It's not just people hating it on him for no reason. It's very valid, and it makes sense. I don't understand why he's acting like this is new and it's invalid, and why is he being brought into this while he's collabing with said people that people don't like. It's just common sense. I don't know why. Maybe you guys do. I don't know. But that's all from me. That's just all the information I have right now. Are they all douchebags? Definitely. The corporate sellouts. But if you got any different thoughts, let me know in the comments below and have a good one. Bye bye.
Music.